Unfriended, Dark Web is a sequel to the 2015 film Unfriended. Now, for those of you that don't know, Unfriended, I was not a big fan of. I actually hated it. It was on my top 10 worst films of 2015 list. So, you guys can tell that I really was not enthusiastic about this sequel. Really wasn't. Especially after seeing the trailer, I was like, oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. But I have to say, I'm going to say right off the bat, this film isn't bad. It actually has some entertainment value, which I'm going to get into right now. I think that the gimmick that the first film had and didn't work at all for me, I think in this film it actually works. Having it where the entire premise is basically on a computer screen, it worked. It actually was interesting because the story itself, I personally found fascinating. The dark web, when I saw that that was the title, I was kind of like, oh my goodness, they're probably talking about more ghosts, just like the first film. And honestly, no, they actually were talking about the actual dark internet. How it's like, there is some weird stuff on the internet that some people, that's their thing. It's whatever. But even more so, how there's like certain crimes that go on, and how sometimes that's interwoven with like fetishes. And it's like, to me personally, that I find interesting. Not that I'm into that, but I'm saying I find it interesting that a film that got advertised to the masses had the balls to actually focus on that. That to me I find interesting because in the past I can't see a film actually trying to focus on that and it actually getting audiences to watch it. I think Unfriended Dark Web, my mistake, will do well at the box office. I think that it's the type of idea that because of how dark it is, people will forget about the fact that the horror elements are almost non-existent, honestly. This is a film that's more focused on the ideas of the internet, the black market, these kids stumbling upon it, moral dilemmas. And just to me personally, I think all that was severely lacking in the first film. And so to see this film actually have all that, it was nice to see. Honestly, I can't lie. It was nice to see that. And like I said, the gimmick actually wasn't a gimmick for me in this second installment. But that's the thing. I think the story, the style, the idea behind, like I said, the computer screen, I think those are really the only positives because these characters, man, they're really stupid in some cases, and honestly, they're also very one dimensional. They're trying to make it. I don't want to say 21st century because that makes it sound like I'm stuck in the 20th century, but there are certain films where you can tell they are really, really trying to be 21st century, where it's just like, here you go, and it's like, I'm all about that. And if you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about with like the two romances that are going on in the film. But in this case, I honestly felt like it wasn't a character trait. It wasn't like, these are who I am. This is who I am as a character. This is who I love. Or, to me, it just felt like a crutch. It felt like a reason to kind of make the film go on for longer than, what the actual film would be is a 60-minute movie. So it just felt off, especially because these characters, again, in just being tropes of characters you've seen before, it just makes it less interesting in terms of looking at it from a character perspective. Not only that, but you also have to, well, you don't have to, but from my perspective, I think that the film, it is very silly in certain points. The static effects that they had from the first film, they still crop up in this installment, which is really annoying because it's like, I don't like seeing distortion in a screen. Like, this isn't Black Mirror where it's like actually affected. So, I don't know. I think that this is a film that if you go with low expectations, you'll enjoy it. And I forgot to mention some of the positives, but the ending I saw, because there are two endings, for those of you who don't know, there are two endings to this film. Ending I saw was actually solid. The ending that I missed and I looked up online, I was like, yeah, I would have given this a lesser rating if I saw that ending. So, I don't want to say do your research, but if you don't see this in theaters and you wait until Blu-ray, I'd say just look up endings, like, best ending for Unfriended Dark Web. But anyways, Unfriended, like I said, Dark Web, it's not a bad film. It actually has some entertainment merits, and I will honestly be giving it a 3 out of 5 star rating. I'd say check this film out if, you're interested in the darker aspects of the internet and just kind of how, like, that is real, and if you can look past all the silly elements that do ensue in this film, I think you will grasp on the concept and it will be interesting to you. Or, maybe not. But anyways, if you guys have seen this film and you liked it or disliked it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. And don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.